Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to International Islamic University, Islamabad School's Sahiwal Campus online lectures. This is the lecture of Grade 4 English, Unit number 11. Dear students, Unit number 11 is the first unit of our agenda for December and January. We have done two lectures from Unit number 11 in which we covered reading, explanation of difficult words, and in the second lecture we covered the first section of exercise, which was question answers. You have written those question answers in your notebook. So this is the third lecture from unit number 11. In the third lecture we are going to begin the language portion, the grammatical portion of this unit. The name of unit number 11 is poem, and this poem is named as Morning. I hope you remember all the things we have done in our previous two lectures. I hope you have completed your homeworks that were given to you in the previous lecture from your student's book and from your workbook. Dear students, please make sure that you are doing your classworks and homeworks regularly to avoid any kind of botheration, because these homeworks and classworks will be checked regularly. So, complete your classworks and homeworks neatly and regularly. Okay. Dear students, before we begin, make sure that you have your English student's book, classwork notebook, and your complete stationery with you, because you will have to write down something. Listen to the teacher attentively and write down the stuff asked by teacher in your notebook or in your book or in your workbook, wherever teacher asks you. If you find anything difficult or you don't understand, just rewind the video and listen the portion again and again. You will surely understand what your teacher is trying to explain you. Suppose if you find anything difficult and anything that you really don't understand, you can consult through WhatsApp or you can wait for the live discussion session. Okay, open your English student's book, page number 63. Mark date and day on the top of this page. Here you can see language portion begins and the topic is personification. What is the topic? The topic is personification. Do you know what is personification? I briefly told you that what is personification when we were reading this poem in the first lecture of this unit. I am going to explain you in this lecture. Personification is writing about things as if they were humans. I am telling you again that personification is writing about things as if they were humans. हम किसी चीज़ के बारे में जब ऐसे बात करते हैं, कोई ऐसी बात करते हैं उस चीज़ के बारे में कि जैसे वो चीज़ नहीं कोई ह्यूमन बीइंग हो, इस टाइप के सेंटेंसेस को, इस टाइप की लैंग्वेज को पर्सोनिफिकेशन कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द सन इज स्माइलिंग एट अस. द सन इज smiling at us. Dear students, can sun smile? Sun cannot smile because it is not a human being. Sun doesn't have his eyes, nose or lips or smile lines or cheeks. Then how it can smile? This sentence may be described that sun is shining brightly, but it has some hidden meanings, not the exact meanings. And if we see at the exact sentence, it describes sun as if it is a human. This type of language is called personification. अब आपको याद आ रहा होगा कि आपने पोएम की रीडिंग करते हुए ये पढ़ा था कि वो एक बस की तरह आ रही है. मॉर्निंग के बारे में पढ़ा था कि जैसे वो कोई पर्सन है, जैसे वो किसी बस के ऊपर बैठ के आ रही है, जैसे कि वो डॉन को स्वीप आउट करती हुई आ रही है, या जो स्काई है वो अपनी आइज़ ब्लिंक कर रहा है, और स्काई ये सोच रहा है कि मुझे अभी नहीं उठना, मुझे अभी सोना है, बट मॉर्निंग हैज़ बिगन, और इस तरह के सेंटेंसेस। अब ये सेंटेंसेस थिंग्स के बारे में हैं, लेकिन ऐसे जैसे वो कोई ह्यूमंस हों। दिस टाइप ऑफ लैंग्वेज इज कॉल्ड personification. Okay. Open page number 63 where you mark date and day. We are going to solve question number 1. Dear students, now you are required to open your English classwork notebooks also. Prepare your classwork page and prepare your index properly. Prepare your classwork page by writing date and day on the top. Topic is poem and the subtopic is personification. Write down the statement of this exercise, which is each of the following is an example of personification. What do you think is really happening? Discuss with a partner. You can discuss it at your home, or you can discuss it with your teacher. As I am giving you the solution of this exercise, so you are bound to write down the same solution as I am giving you. So, write down the statement in your English classwork notebook. For first sentence, the first sentence is, the flowers nodded as we passed. The flowers nodded as we passed. Do you know what is the meaning of nodded? Nod means to move your head. आप अपने सर को हिलाते हो ना, उस मूवमेंट को, जब आप यस कहने वाला सर को हिलाते हो, उस वाली मूवमेंट को नॉड कहते हैं. क्या फ्लावर्स अपना सर हिला सकते हैं? फ्लावर्स का कोई सर होता है? नहीं होता, वो तो ह्यूमंस का होता है. और अगर हम कह रहे हैं कि फ्लावर्स नॉडेड, इट मीन्स कि हम फ्लावर्स को ऐसे ट्रीट कर रहे हैं जैसे वो कोई ह्यूमन हो. तो इस टाइप की लैंग्वेज पर्सोनिफिकेशन होती है. अब हमने यहाँ ये लिखना है कि यहाँ एक्चुअली क्या डिस्क्राइब किया गया. फ्लावर्स नॉडेड एज वी पास्ट, इसका मतलब ये है कि द फ्लावर्स मूव्ड व्हेन वी पास्ड बाय देम. Write down this solution in your notebook. Come to the sentence number 2, which is, the old car died at the edge of the road. Old car died. Do cars die? Never. Die तो या तो एनिमल्स होते हैं या ह्यूमन बींग्स होते हैं. कार कभी डाई होती है? नो. So this is the personification. And what is the exact meaning of this sentence? It is that the old car stopped working at the side of the road. Write down this solution in your notebook. Come to the third sentence. Dear students, while you are writing the solutions, pause the video and write the solution peacefully, calmly, carefully. And when you have written, then replay the video. Okay, I'm going to the sentence number 3, which is, the wind sang in the trees. Wind sang in the trees. हवा कैसे गाना गा सकती है? हवा कैसे सिंगिंग कर सकती है? Of course, it means that the wind made a noise as if it passed through the branches of the tree. जब winds trees में से गुजरती हैं तो वो एक लाउड सी वॉइस पैदा होती है ना, उसको यहाँ पे sang कहा गया है. Write down the solution. Come to the sentence number 4. The sun is playing hide and seek with the clouds. Sun is playing hide and seek with the clouds. Do you play hide and seek? But think, can sun and clouds play hide and seek with each other? They are not kids. Then what does it mean? It means that कुछ clouds हैं sky पे और sun कभी उन clouds के पीछे जा रहा है, कभी उन clouds से बाहर आ रहा है. Dear students, क्या sun clouds से पीछे और clouds के बाहर आ सकता है? Of course, clouds move कर रहे हैं sun के सामने से और वो ऐसा लग रहा है कि sun कभी छुप जाता है और कभी सामने आ जाता है. So the solution is that sun is coming in and out of the clouds. Write it down. Sentence number 5. The clock told me it was time to get up. Can a clock speak? आपका क्लॉक बोलता है? जब आपकी क्लॉक ने आपको ये बताना होता है कि इट्स टाइम टू गेट अप, तो वो क्या करता है? यस, वो अलार्म बजाता है. तो what is the meaning of this personification? It means the alarm on the clock went off when it was time for me to wake up. Come to the sentence number 6. It is, the sweet ripe mangoes called out, eat me, eat me. कभी ऐसा हुआ आपके घर में मैंगोज आए हों और वो ज़ोर ज़ोर से कह रहे हों ईट मी, ईट मी? इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. बट वट डज दिस मीन? इट मीन्स कि मैंगोज राइप हैं और देखने में ऐसा लग रहे हैं कि बहुत डिलीशियस होंगे और हमारा देख के दिल करता है कि जल्दी से इनको खा लें. तो इसके लिए ये पर्सोनिफिकेशन यूज़ की गई है. एंड व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पर्सोनिफिकेशन? इट मीन्स द मैंगोज लुक्ड स्वीट एंड राइप एंड डिलीशियस लाइक दे वांटेड टू बी ईटन. मैंगोज का दिल कर रहा है कि मुझे खा जाओ. अब मैंगोज का दिल कर सकता है भला? नहीं. मतलब वो दिखने में इतने डिलीशियस लग रहे हैं कि हमें ये फील हो रहा है कि मैंगो कह रहे हैं कि मुझे खा लो. राइट डाउन दिस सोल्यूशन इन योर नोटबुक. गुड. Dear students, please recheck this solution if it is neat. If any letter is not perfectly formed or anything you have written untidy, please erase it and write it again neatly. Otherwise, I will not check your homework or any classwork that is not neat. I will erase the whole page and give it again to you to write it again. सो इट विल बी बेटर कि अगर आप जब फर्स्ट अटैम्प्ट में करें तो ही आप नीटली और केयरफुली करें, वरना आपको वो सारे का सारा इरेज होके मिलेगा और आपको वो अगेन करना पड़ेगा. बी केयरफुल. ओके, आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज सेंटेंस. व्हाट इज अ सेंटेंस? सेंटेंस इज अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स that is complete in itself, typically containing a subject and a predicate. एक सेंटेंस एक ऐसा ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड होता है जिसमें एक सब्जेक्ट होता है और कुछ एक्शन होता है. ऐसा ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स जो एक कंप्लीट सेंस, एक कंप्लीट मीनिंग, एक कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन देता है, ऐसे ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड को हम सेंटेंस कहते हैं. ओके. Phrase. Phrase is also a group of words, but it doesn't give any complete information. For example, when writers want to tell us more about something, they can add a phrase and use commas to keep it separate from the rest of the sentence. For example, आपके पास एक sentence है, my friend, the best friend won. Name is Amna. Here, my exact sentence is, my friend name is Amna. But I added here a phrase which was, the best friend won. Okay, you will understand it when we will do it through an exercise. So don't worry about it. Phrase. For example, here a sentence is given. Actual sentence is, they came in with two friends. Actual sentence is, they came in with two friends. But in the middle of the sentence, a phrase is given to elaborate the day. And what the phrase is an old brown bus. Okay? That day on an old brown bus came in with two friends. I hope you have understood that what is a phrase. And when a phrase is written in the middle of any sentence, it is separated with commas. आप देख रहे हैं कि an old brown bus, इससे पहले भी एक कॉमा है और इसके बाद में भी एक कॉमा है. इन कॉमास से हमें क्या पता चल रहा है कि ये एक फ्रेज है. ओके. द अंडरलाइन पार्ट इन द अबव सेंटेंस इज अ फ्रेज. पेज नंबर 64 पे आ जाएं. Open your student's book, page number 64, and we are going to do question number 1. This will be done on your book, and what do we have to do is to find out the phrase from these sentences and add comma around commas are already added. We just need to encircle those commas. Okay, it is very simple. First sentence is, this morning, a school day, I woke up late. We have to underline the phrase, and the phrase in this sentence is a school day. Encircle the commas. A school day से पहले भी एक कॉमा है और इसके बाद में भी एक कॉमा है. आपने इन कॉमा के गिर्द सर्कल लगा देना है और आ स्कूल डे को अंडरलाइन कर लेना है. नेक्स्ट इज सानिया, माई लिटिल सिस्टर केम एंड yelled at me. What is the phrase in this sentence? I already have displayed here. You have to underline it, my little sister, and encircle the commas. Next is Mrs. Jamal, the lady next door, was talking to mummy. What is the phrase? It is the lady next door. Underline it. Fourth sentence is my brother, still in his pajamas, made breakfast. What is the phrase in this sentence? The phrase is still in his pajamas. Underline it and encircle the commas. Fifth sentence is my friend Faisal arrived late. What word is elaborating something? It is Faisal. Underline it and encircle commas. Sixth sentence is I grabbed my bag, the blue one, and rushed off. Underline the phrase the blue one and encircle commas. Have all of you done? Okay. Page number 64, question number 2. And question number 2 is rewrite these sentences, slot in a phrase from the book. Remember, use commas to separate it from the rest of the sentence. Okay. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे ग्रीन बॉक्स में आपको कुछ फ्रेजेस गिवन हैं और यहाँ पे 6 सेंटेंसेस गिवन हैं. आपने इन सेंटेंसेस में ये फ्रेजेस ऐड करने हैं. ये वाला काम आपको करना होगा आपकी क्लास वर्क नोटबुक पे. सो प्लीज़ ओपन योर इंग्लिश क्लास वर्क नोटबुक एंड प्रिपेयर क्लास वर्क पेज बाय राइटिंग डेट एंड डे ऑन द टॉप ऑफ द पेज. योर टॉपिक इज़, what is your topic? Topic is poem. Okay. You already have prepared your classwork page, so you don't need to write date and day again. Just write the topic again, subtopic again, which is commas and sentences, and write the statement of this exercise. And now move towards the solution. First sentence is her father came home in the early morning. Okay. See the green box and find out the phrase that elaborates her father. Yes, it is a fisherman. You will write this sentence in your notebook as the solution of this sentence. Her father, a fisherman, came home in the early morning. Dear students, अ फिशरमैन से पहले और इसके बाद कॉमा ऐड करना नहीं भूलना. ओके, नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस विच इज़ जुनैद गॉट ऑल हिज सम्स राइट. जुनैद. What phrase should be for Junaid? Yes, it is a clever boy. Junaid, a clever boy, got all his sums right. Write down this sentence in your notebook. Now come to the sentence number 3, which is Amber was always late for school. Find out a phrase for Amber, and it is Amber A lazy girl was always late for school. Next is Madiha's bike, the blue one, was left in the yard. Fifth is on Tuesday, the first day of term, he got up early. Sixth one is my sister sleeps very heavily. I hope you all have done your classwork. Now let's discuss your homework. And your homework from students book page number 63 from the topic of personification is to fill the exercise 2 on your homework notebook. Here some situations are given. You will have to write a personified sentence for these situations in your homework notebook. Second homework is from your workbook. Open page number 42 and 44. Exercise from page number 42, exercise 1, 2, and page number 43, exercise 3 and 4, and page number 44, exercise 5. Do these exercises on your workbook. Dear students, get your homework done by the next lesson and follow all the given instructions properly. Note down the things that you don't understand and wait for the discussion session. This is the end of today's lesson. Good luck, dear students. Allah Hafiz.